For those of you that were here at the first dedication, I went into a lengthy history of the property, and I recognize a lot of the same faces here, so I'm going to kind of condense the history a bit to prevent boredom, and some of you people might want to fall asleep having heard the story before. So again, as to what the speakers have attested to, this Nugent Sands started in 1912, so it's been a mining operation for 120 some years. We had, in my term as owner of the company, we had some confrontational issues on several occasions. People saying that we're destroying the property and raping the dunes, taking the dunes away. It'll never be the same. Well, it's true to a certain extent. It's not the same as what it was, but my personal belief is that Mother Nature put this property here in its original state, in its beauty, and we as responsible citizens have the obligation to not destroy the property, but create something of equal beauty or even greater beauty. And that was our intent all the while that we mined this property. Upon completion, the original plan that was submitted to the DNR back in the 1970s by the Cannon family, who were then the owners, was the creation of a lake, a single lake, with a residential development around the lake. That was a requirement of the Michigan Department of Natural Resources at the time. You had to submit a redevelopment plan for the property. So upon my acquisition of the company, that plan didn't change. It was one that had been approved by the DNR, but what we did do was plan on expanding the size of the lake, creating what you see now. The original plan also called for a channel connecting North Lake and South Lake. That could still be done, but at the time, Norton Shores was not real happy about having to put a bridge over Winnetasca Road. They had bridges in the city at the time that required a lot of maintenance. You can look at the Merrill Bailey Bridge as a testimony to that over Mona Lake. But so that plan was kind of put on a back burner, but we still wanted to create the two lakes. My wife Lynn and I thought that the development of the property into a residential community was a good idea. It was the original idea that had been approved by the MDNR. So we embarked on that mission to complete the property, the development of the property. And that's when Denny came in on board. It was a monumental task, to say the least. I was not a developer, nor was Lynn, but we both had similar ideas. She, being the creative one, was definitely the one that was driving the development of the property. We encountered quite a few obstacles. I'm not going to go into them, but it was beyond our belief that was going to be that hard to develop the property. And after having met some of the obstacles, I said, you know, maybe this isn't what we should be doing. And it was at that point, Lynn said, well, almost her exact words, well, it's going to be a park then. Damn, it's a park. She was right. She was always right. But that wasn't an easy task, made easy. And thanks to Denny and his group, who kind of really drove their creation or the approvals of what you see now, we finally overcame the obstacles, working with the many groups. At times it was the tail wagging the dog, it appeared, but we finally got to where we are. And appreciate so much the fact that the county used the logo that Lynn and my daughters had created for the original use of the property, the development. That Dune Harbor logo that you see on the signs at the entrances. It's really heart-wrenching to see that. It brings back some tearful memories. But I know she's a proud woman right now, knowing that we finally were able to obtain what she really wanted. And I thank you all. It's going to be a legacy that's going to live on for generations. And I'm so proud to be able to do it in her memory. Thank you all, and make good use of it.